Raincore's Brothel presents The Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
Do we have fire?
I don't know, do you?
Do we have anything that can easily start fire?
I have an explorer's pack, and I'm sure
Yeah,
there's something.
you
There's
guys have,
stuff in
like-
there to start fire.
You guys
Yeah.
like flint and stuff. It's
Yeah, there's stuff. I was just making sure because I don't know if I have an explorer's pack.
Yeah.
I don't have a dungeoneer's pack.
You all have the ability to make fire somehow.
I rub my hands together real hard.
That could work.
And that's, he needed new hands. Oh,
Flame
wait.
on!
Wait, you have the thieves' gloves on now.
I know.
Yep.
Arms.
Hey, look, I got new gloves. He's not going to need them anymore.
See if any cool stuff. Yeah, cool. As you guys head toward that direction, the kids are behind you, but they are kind of hold back a little further. You know, they don't want to.
And they're not in costume.
Yeah, I mean, they know they're not going to get into it. So, in fact, they say like if it's okay with you guys, they'll go on ahead and they'll just wait near Loom Larch, and you can meet them there.
Got it.
And they'll just do that. They'll just head that way. So they're heading more west than you guys are. On your way, you come into a glade, and you see. Is this a passive thing? No, it's just a general thing. You just see it. You see in the ground large, monstrous clawed footprints in the forest floor.
How many toes?
I imagine 3. That's me.
3 to 4.
Okay.
You see probably 4 claws.
But only 3 toes?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's an ankle claw.
Whatever this creature was,
velociraptor.
whatever this creature is enormous.
It's a huge velociraptor.
So I step inside of the footprint and just kind of like, oh.
That's probably how you found it. To be honest, you probably just like dropped into one, going, "Oh, what is this?" Sort of Jurassic Park style. It zooms out.
Yeah.
So would we imagine that it's a large creature or bigger?
The footprint itself is about 3 feet in length, from heel to toe.
So it'd probably be a large creature. Probably a huge creature.
I mean, that's...
A
Yeah.
3 foot
Yeah.
is a huge creature.
Yeah.
That's a huge.
Big
It's a huge bitch. Behemoth.
Intelligence check. Sorry, they're calling it nature. It's a very high DC though.
15.
16.
Not high enough.
Take that.
Easy.
Is that elbow or knee?
Knee.
Okay. I felt the movement, but I
16 as well.
Yep.
I rolled a 3. I'm not even adding
You were
numbers.
unsure of what this creature might be.
Something big.
Very big though.
Dang.
Something we don't want to
I
be
only have a
around,
plus
or-
3 on nature.
But it seems to be like a couple of miles. This trail continues, and then eventually it seems to seemingly just disappear.
It took flight.
Dragon. Probably a dragon.
Yeah.
A nice big old fairy dragon.
Yeah. It's like the trail just disappears.
Survival
Massive
check.
feet. Yeah.
Or it jumped in the trees.
I hope it took flight.
17.
That'll do. It definitely appears as though the creature has launched itself because the prints there
Stuff is,
are
like, pressed
deeper,
down
It's pressed
and-
down,
yeah.
and you can see something has been scattered about.
Probably a
It's
dragon.
definitely something that has taken flight.
Something that can fly and has big feet. Probably a dragon. Big old dragon. Whatever
At that
happened to our
point-
fairy dragon friend?
He just
Did we ever find him again?
left.
Didn't think so.
He had other things to do, apparently.
Yeah, we go to help and he's freaking gone.
But at that point, you guys kind of have made your way to what appears to be a glade that has a
Little island in the middle.
yeah. Now, you're unsure of how wide the perimeter is, but you're definitely in a much larger glade where you can see a lake.
Gotcha. How far is the distance from the water's edge and the island?
It appears to be, God, like 100 feet.
Is the water not murky?
From where you're standing, you can't really tell, but
Okay.
it's about 100 feet from shore to shore.
Probably going to float across.
Crystal clear and full of leeches.
Crystal leeches, so you can't see them. They won't bite me, and there's no benefit. They might cling on, but they're not getting anything.
Termites.
Mist drifts over the surface of a small lake. Forested crags line the shore on one side of the lake, and mossy rocks protrude from the shallows. Near the center of the lake is a rocky islet.
Got it. Well, I'm going to start crossing the water until I start just floating.
I assume you're putting on your unicorn horn?
Yeah, it's been on. I've worn it. It has not come off since I put it on.
Others?
I will proceed to put on the horn.
I'll go get a stick.
I pull out my sword and I put it on my forehead like this.
Okay.
Blade away, obviously.
He has the biggest horn of them all.
So is somebody wearing the costume, or is somebody... What's going on?
Oh, I felt so stupid, but I was like, Josh, are you wearing the costume, but there's not one in the back, so the legs are just dragging?
I don't know. I guess I'm just doing a stick.
Or you could use your trident.
No
For
one
the
thought
front of
about
the
what I
costume?
just said.
It's a really, really long horn, dude.
With 3, it's a tricorn. At least no one picked up on what happened with what I said. He's wearing a fake horn. You've got a fake horn. I've got a fake horn. He's a half horse. That's back legs don't work.
Mm-hmm. No, I picked it up. I was hoping he would. He didn't catch it.
He didn't really lead into it. He's just like, I guess I'll just use my trident. I was like, okay. No one really picked up on that.
You can make him wheels.
Give him a cart.
Is this like every depiction of Joe, like when they're cavemen, like he still has like
Yeah, he's still not
he's
got
like
any-
dragging around.
Yeah.
All right. You guys walk and you walk and you walk and you don't seem to be removed from the shoreline as you
Well,
enter.
I'm going to try and cross the water.
Did we get a sense that we've crossed some kind of threshold?
Yeah.
Cool. It's like a shimmer behind us as we walk through.
Perhaps something like that. Like you just get the feeling that you're in a slightly different space. Yeah.
Like when I go to like lower my sword down, do I sense anything? Do I get
No.
okay?
I mean, no.
You just get repelled.
You feel as though you've made your way through the barrier.
Okay.
You pass the guard, you're no longer his problem.
Yeah, you're through the door. He doesn't care anymore. You're now the inside people's problem, not the doorman's.
Mm-hmm.
The island is about 100 feet away.
I've
Where
been
you are.
trying to get to this island this whole time.
Are you swimming?
As best I can, I float.
Okay. Well, that is true.
I'm just going to try and move
Yeah, I
myself.
mean, you guys can all swim.
The rope's dragging behind me, floating.
I was trying to figure out how deep this thing is.
At least it finally got cleaned.
Yeah, this thing's nasty.
There's the answer. 250-foot fresh Stillwater Lake. It's 250 feet, not 100 feet. My apologies.
Across or to the middle?
And it is 30 feet deep at its deepest, which means if you're wearing heavy armor, you are sinking.
I
Big
hold
boy.
on to the puppet.
The guy...
Then
you
everyone
guys-
sinks.
Actually,
Not this guy.
you could doff the armor, put it in the bag of holding, cross if we're not fighting something and you're unarmored, but
Feasible. But
It would
heavy
fit.
Heavy armor, you would definitely sink.
Before we start to cross, do we notice any boats or anything
of course the guy here that can
you
just
can
swim
roll a perception
easily.
check.
Yeah, I have no issues.
Yeah.
This is my terrain.
21.
13.
This is the most
24.
serene location you have come across so far.
No boats.
And there are no boats.
Thick pieces of bark.
Small rocks.
I mean, there's some rocks, but they don't seem to protrude all the way across for you to get across.
Actually, I'm going to let you pull me across because you move faster than me floating. It's actually a better thought because he has the swim speed of his move speed. So he just moves 30 feet turn.
Take my rope.
And it
Pull
was
me.
go as fast as you can.
Yep, when that sea creature comes out, I'm peacing out. Good luck, everybody else.
But no, I just like the idea of he's going 30 feet per second, or 30 feet for 60 in 6 seconds, but I'm just behind holding onto the rope, and he's pulling me. And I'm just like, not that he's going that fast, but he's swimming quickly.
He's swimming fast enough that you can sit back and pretend.
Yeah, like I'm skiing. I float, so I'm already on top of the water. You don't have to go that fast.
Yeah. Sure, I'll put my armor in the bag.
Okay. The bag
Backstroke.
didn't weigh anything, so.
Yeah, the bag's light. It puts shit in a different place. It just holds only so much. You're a wet cat. You're not happy.
I am not happy. And I just got back my smile.
Let's see how well you guys can swim.
He can swim easily, and I'm letting him pull
you're
me.
fine. What are the? No, but not everybody has a swim speed.
I would be doing stuff, but I'm letting him pull my rope, and I float.
I can't remember if that's like, is that an athletics check?
It's athletics to swim.
So,
To swim against something, to just move, you're going to be moving slower because it's difficult terrain on a success.
That's true.
It's basically you're moving at difficult terrain speed on a success. If it's a fail, you're just moving. You're not.
just
moving
go ahead and
well.
roll me in athletics. Just to see how much struggling.
I'm letting him
how
pull
much
me.
you are struggling.
You're not.
Good thing I got those gauntlets.
I get plus. Isn't that what?
23.
Yeah.
Cool.
21.
You got a swim speed. You're fine. You don't have to roll.
I'm just letting him pull me.
I had a good athletics check.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, you guys actually are swimming pretty well. You know, maybe 5 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes. You guys get there. 250 feet isn't exactly short, but it's not. You guys are swimming well. So, you reach the shore of the islet. At its center, there is a bowl, more of a brazier, less of a cauldron. but some
Okay.
kind
I was
of
like,
bowl.
what kind of bowl? I imagined just a tiny little metal bowl when he first said that.
I mean, it's more of a brazier, but not quite a cauldron. That type of shape.
Gotcha.
I would probably go ahead and put your armor back on just, in case.
Yeah.
I'd like to get my fluff back first. Just a moment.
Yeah. No, you take your whatever the rule is, 2 or 3 minutes to don it.
Yeah, well, I'm still a sopping white cat. I am not happy.
He
Give
doesn't
me
want to get
just
a
a
skin.
moment.
He doesn't want a skin infection.
Okay, there we go.
It's a
And
whole
armor's back on.
Anybody have a gust of wind spell?
Nope.
So the island isn't flat. It's kind of more of a hill.
If I'd have
It's
taken
about 30 feet
prestidigitation,
at
I
its
did.
peak,
I didn't.
and at the very top is where you see this bowl. It is an iron bowl. When you get there, you see that it is filled with coals.
Well, my armor's back on. Let's light this thing.
You strike a few times, and the coal seem to catch and sizzle and burn and smolder until you have a nice little fire in there.
Cool.
And you kind of sit there for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Nothing seems to be happening. It's only after like a full minute you hear a light
The clopping.
clopping as it gets louder and louder and louder and closer, and running right up to you and stopping.
Head down,
You-
horn ready to attack. I was like, oh god.
We needed coconuts.
You see a unicorn appears at the lakeshore. The lakeshore mists part to reveal a white horse with a single gleaming horn on her brow. She stands perfectly still as she halts her gallop. Silently, she observes you.
Hi.
So she's across the way, not on the island.
She's on the island. The island is not small. She's at the shore. You guys are at the peak, lighting the fire.
So she's got to make her way up.
Or you can make your way down, one of the two.
Either
yes.
one. Do we need to... What if we put the fire out? Does she leave? We don't want to leave a fire unattended.
It's in a bowl.
Doesn't mean it can't cause issues.
We'll
Things
deal with-
ash and...
We'll deal with the fire after we're done
Okay.
talking.
I mean, they're just coals. Like,
Okay.
it simmers pretty quickly.
Then I guess we can go down.
It's just like lighting the fire to cook something. Like it's not always going to be a huge fire.
Gotcha.
I call down to see if it's okay if we approach.
She nods.
Okay.
We approach.
Because I don't want him to say, roll initiative as we walk
attacks
towards
us.
it.
When you are within, per the book, about 60 feet,
Roll initiative. Oh.
you hear a voice. The horse's lips do not seem to move, but you hear a voice.
You have telepathy too.
Yeah, it's like, do you respond with telepathy?
You actually could.
I might actually just both of us holding our
She says, Curious creatures here and thither. I am Lamorna. Why do you summon me?
Questions on how to deal with Scabatha, if you have any tips, tricks.
The coven is unyielding.
It's weakened.
I have heard whispers.
Yes.
This was by your doing?
Yes.
She sort of gives a bow and thanks. You are strong warriors, then.
We
Perhaps
can be.
you are the ones
Or lucky.
Or
to restore Prismere to its rightful state.
That's the plan.
I'm sure you have been informed of Zabilna, the Archfey.
Yes. She was
She-
deposed.
I'm sure you have sussed out then as well that the hags, Scabatha, Bevlorna, and Indolin usurped her.
Yes.
Yeah. Assumption.
You see, Zabilna was vainglorious and deceitful at times, but her magic kept Prismere safe and isolated. That situation ended when the hags captured my mate, Eladon.
Is Eladon an alicorn?
She says no.
Okay. We're also looking for an alicorn.
Is Elidon a human?
No.
Oh, thank God.
She says,
We have an alicorn horn. Show her the horn, Mr. Kitty.
Did I take it off?
I don't know. Did you? You took off your armor after you
did.
were in there. Did you remove said horn?
I'm a cat. I'm lazy. Of course I didn't.
Okay.
she says no. That is not his horn.
Okay. Well, we have one.
She looks at the one that's attached to your head
The wooden one.
strangely.
His one's wood. At least that's what I was told.
It's a key.
She steps towards you and seemingly sniffs it. I mean, she's
Fine.
inspecting it in some
It's
way.
weird. You have a wooden horn.
And she says, this horn is enchanted.
Oh, is it? How so?
Scabatha is deceitful.
Is this the real horn?
Eladon's horn.
Oh, great. The wooden one's the real one. Is it fused with my head?
No.
Okay.
This is on a strap.
Okay. Well, this one's going in the bag.
If you come across him, reattaching the horn perhaps could resuscitate him.
Do you know where he is? Maybe? Is he... Does
He was
she
captured by the hag.
Okay, so he's probably there.
Very possible.
Okay.
What is he?
The alicorn.
The
He's
unicorn.
A unicorn.
So I have the real horn.
Gonna put this horn in
She
the
said when
bag.
she agrees, the alicorn horn is real.
Yeah. The one that you have is a
She
real
says-
alicorn horn, but not the alicorn
She
horn.
says the alicorn horn is quite useful.
In what ways?
Well, the horn might be needed to free Zabilna. I'm not quite sure how.
Gotcha. And we can reattach the wooden one to the other alicorn? The one that...
Elidon the unicorn.
Yeah. Or whichever one. We can reattach this horn to whomever's not up and about. That's probably in Scabby's place.
Seems like an accurate assumption.
Okay. So this horn in the bag. Right.
She says,
Wooden horn on the bag.
I'll put the alicorn horn in there too,
Okay, in the alicorn.
since it might be
I
useful
had
for
it written
the.
down.
Oh, you did? Okay. So both
Which-
horns are in there.
she says,
Yay.
like basically she just kind of pushes you to try again, like just like everyone else is. She's trying to push you to help free Zabilna,
Yep.
save Prismere from all these evil hags.
the
She
plan.
says that one of Jan's Dizians, Amador, the dandelion, he can lead you safely into the palace.
So we have a dandelion that's going to help us from Yawn.
Hmm.
We have an oil can that helps us here, and we had a scarecrow in the last place. We actually got a scarecrow, a tin man, and a lion.
Yep.
A dandelion.
Mm-hmm. I just caught that.
Yeah.
We've got the 3 from the Wizard of Oz.
As well as some Peter Pan mixed in. It's actually
Yep.
a pretty genius little
Yeah.
thing.
I didn't think I was like, hold on, a
Sort of,
dandelion.
it's sort of like the TV show Once Upon a Time. Like you're
Yep.
getting.
All the things are hitting on those parts.
I offer you my pool here as a place of safe rest if you need it. And she describes to you that
Magic water.
she says any beast or fae, as she looks upon. Are you fae as well? Is your character fae?
Technically, my character is not a fae.
Okay.
I have a fae patron. He's fae.
Right, he is fae. Yeah. She says any beast or fae, while within within this region, has seems to have a better chance of creeping about
Region as in like thither? Or in your pond area?
Yeah, within the region.
Okay, so within thither, you have a better...
You have advantage on stealth checks made in the region.
Nice.
That's the ticker. It's within 1,000 feet of the lake.
Okay, so...
I was just trying to... I was like, I know there's a thing.
It's like, that is an insane bonus to just being
within
a
1,000 feet of the lake. Yeah.
How close is the log?
Not.
1,001 is where the log starts, of course.
She does say that any of you that bathe within the lake for at least a minute, which you guys kind of did,
Yeah, we swam.
could clear up any effective curses on you or any items you may be carrying.
So does that mean like the little one that you gave us after the fact is gone, but not the primary curse? Like how he couldn't start non-magical fires and he has
Says
to knock
it
on
ends
doors.
one level of exhaustion affecting it or one curse affecting it. So, yeah.
Okay. Not the,
The
like
curses that you guys have,
not like the big curses, but like the minor curses.
well, the things that are missing are missing. The
Yeah.
things that were taken, but the minor curses that came to them,
Cool.
those are gone.
I'm no
Sweet.
longer stuck with stupid magical knots. Not that it's coming to an issue.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah,
I can't
his-
untie magical knots.
You can't untie magical knots. You had to knock on doors.
Yeah.
Have we even heard what yours is?
No, but it's fun.
I have to talk to my food.
I have to.
You guys have probably noticed the entire time that when he takes a bite, he talks to his food.
Like
first.
you're gonna be delicious.
The best part is he thinks it talks back.
Nice. I at no point has that come up because we never talked about what we're doing.
No,
while
because
we're
like
eating.
downtime is never that detailed in these
Yeah.
games. So unless you force it,
I'm just imagining he's eating his food. It's like, yes, this is going to be delicious. And his food is like, eat me, I'm delicious.
Yeah,
It's
you're
kinda
not
like
a
a
fish. You're
Bob's-
just a stupid cow.
It makes me think Bob's Burgers with the turkey. If you ever
Oh,
watch
I was
Bob's
thinking
Burgers, the
Sausage
Thanksgiving
Party.
option.
Why aren't you eating me?
I was thinking of the movie Sausage Party when they start.
That
She's like
movie's
eating the carrots.
So horrible.
I enjoyed that movie.
I watched it and I was like, it's bad. And I was like, okay. So I watched it and I was like,
It is bad. But
oh
it's
my
like, it's so
goodness.
bad that it's funny.
When it gets to the end, when it's like, this is where it just goes.
Yep.
Me and John saw that in theaters.
She
I
says,
need
"Do
it.
you have any further questions of our land? Anything?"
Do you know where we might find an alicorn?
I'm not sure that you need the animal. The horn should do. I'm just not quite sure how it works. The horn itself is a magical.
Okay, it's not very reassuring.
One problem at a time.
Do you know of one missing a horn?
They all get together, swap stories.
She says, "Do you have any other questions pertaining to the land, the people?"
I don't think so.
Do you have a feeling that Zabilna is in the palace still? Just
Oh yes,
captive?
Very much so. Very much so. Again, I wish I knew how the hags did it. I would have stopped it myself. You see, when she, Zabilna, ruled Prismir, no one was able to enter the palace without an invitation, and it's very unlikely that the coven itself is capable of enforcing similar restrictions on that palace. So, I would imagine you'd be able to get in without issue. There's a library on the second floor of the palace, where most of Zabilna's most treasured tomes were. Perhaps there's some magical literature there that might help.
So, raid your library, find books.
And she kind of says, and lastly, and slightly more importantly for you, as well as the rest of us, as she kind of looks to the sky, beware where the Jabberwock lives.
That's what flew away. Is that what's left the trail behind us?
It's possible.
The big 4-clawed, 3-toed beast. I assume it can fly.
It prowls.
Now I
at
just
night
need a
for the most
vorpal
part,
sword.
and it prowls the forest for food. And
Gotta listen.
it has tried to reach the Wayward Pool, but due to our protective magic, continues to be kept away.
Great.
She says, according to so says the book, she emphasizes that it would be wise to avoid the Jabberwock. She says, for once it sets its fiery eyes upon its prey, it rarely gives up the hunt.
Ooh.
What kind of signs should we be looking for its presence?
Well, clawed footprints are a good start. As she kind of just confirms what you saw.
Does it patrol a certain area?
She said it
patrols
prowls the forest.
It just
Random.
looks for food.
She does explain, or she does say that she believes that it nests within the palace somewhere, but she's unsure where.
Oh, so it patrols everywhere, not just thither?
Seemingly.
Ooh.
Or
Because
at
when you
least-
said the palace,
or
it's like, oh, crap.
At least the palace and thither. She's not sure about hither and yon.
Oh, okay. Oh, so like the palace it's in the fan, but it's like some of the sections are cut off from it.
So again, the palace is sort of like the handle, and then it's hither down the middle, thither on the right, and yon on the left.
I assumed regionally cut off, like the palace's area is separated from all those. I didn't think about it being tied to the three.
It's all literally, yeah. It's
Okay, that
tied.
makes sense. Okay,
if
that
you
makes
recall,
more
in
sense.
hither, there's literally a road that you could have taken had it
Yeah.
not been destroyed,
That's right.
and had you been able to walk through it through the issue. Yeah.
Makes sense.
And she just kind of, she actually shudders a little. Like she's afraid of it. She's very afraid of it.
Jabberwock's not fun. It's hard to kill in the stories.
So that's what we use the pills for.
Sneak by it. And it's going to have like true sight or something. It's like, it doesn't work. It knows you're there.
It can smell your fear.
Yeah, it can smell you.
And at that moment, you hear a kind of a war cry as a cloaked figure springs from the forest behind you on the island. There's a small forest there. And is brandishing blades and is heading directly toward the unicorn.
Sit down.
And underneath the cowl, you see a wide, toothy smile. You may roll for initiative.
8.
Yes.
I got an 8.
4. This is gonna be good.
You'll suck. I gotta find the stat block for this.
Yay.
Character,
Same
actually.
number.
You have no bonus on dex?
This
Got a
unicorn
+2
is so
on
screwed.
Oh, you rolled a 2. I thought you rolled a 4. I looked over. I thought it was a 4.
No.
Have you
What's
rolled
your
yet,
dex?
Troy? What'd you get?
What's your dex? Mom?
21.
Okay, so Troy's probably first.
2.
So you both rolled.
Oh, we both got the
Same.
same thing.
We
We
Yeah.
both have the
'cause I
same
rolled it
thing,
too.
and we have the same dexterity. So what
I
comes
have
after
a-
dex?
I don't know. Roll again.
I will be happy to roll again.
Redo? Anybody?
He does get a surprise attack first,
You can just choose who goes if you're
but
tied.
that's okay.
All right.
Anyone with
I'll
a
go
passive of
last.
17 or higher is not surprised, but he does still get a surprise attack.
And we can't really tell what he is.
Um,
Just something with a wide
well,
grin
it's
and blades.
a cowled assassin-looking
Teeth.
individual. Yeah, you do see. You do see a wide, toothy smile.
Mm.
Does not appear to be super tall, but is still a medium creature, brandishing 2 knives.
So does that mean this is a escort quest, or do we have a companion for this
We're
fight?
just defending her.
Attacks the unicorn obliterates it.
All right, so
Are we in a unicorn lair? Because then they get lair actions.
Yeah.
Like I literally just
What was
pulled
yours, Alex?
unicorn.
4.
Unicorn lair.
Troy.
21.
Nicely done, sir. Tyler.
I got an 8.
Josh.
4.
He'll go before me.
This creature, now that it has come into light and closer to you, you can see is an orc. Let's get some figures on the ground on the map. His intent is to attack the unicorn,
We need to get rid of him.
and because he does get a surprise round, he does get 1 attack on her.
And he's an orc.
Yes, you do now see as the light kind of hits his face. It is an orc.
Full orc?
Yes. The picture makes him appear very small. That might be a hit. That's a hit. Because her AC is 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. He's got multi-attack, so let's see if the second one hits. Second hit does not. And I am using, for fuck's sake,
Sweet. All right, I know what I'm
it's
doing.
a dagger, so it's a D4 plus...
Dex. Or
D4
strength.
plus...
Whatever the choice is. It'll say the modifiers usually.
So well, a little bit of a chunk, but not terrible because it is a dagger. That is that many. Now we go into initiative order, starting with Troy. You see an orc.
I will step up and swingeth.
Orc is the big green thing.
That
right?
would be called a nat 20.
Well, for fuck's sake, bro.
So that's
You know what
just
I've noticed? Everybody except for Schroeder rolls really well on these new things.
I disagree.
You haven't rolled terribly
I rolled a 2.
on initiative. It's just initiative. Other things you've been rolling.
I just rolled damage, right? Twice.
Yeah, roll it twice. Add
damage
your
twice,
modifier
add the
once.
modifier, yeah.
Thank you for saying that. For 8 damage.
I didn't say that the
Which one did
damage
you
die
pick?
was good.
He's the big
but the
two-handed guy
Luke Skywalker.
You said 8 total?
Yeah.
of slashing.
On 2d10 plus 4.
That's a real bummer. Wow,
Yeah.
really?
I rolled 2 2s.
Wow.
Because dipshit over there said it. Everybody rolls real well on these.
My turn? Or Unicorn's turn?
I think it's his turn again.
That's true.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, 'cause you had the surprise round.
I didn't read all of that.
So you got like bonus damage.
Yeah. It's it's the way it specifies it is just if the target is a creature and that the character has at least 18 hit points left. It's an extra 2d4. Which is really bizarre.
So it's like a magic dagger.
Doesn't specify that it's the weapon.
Oh.
Just specifies that it happens on a successful hit.
Got it. All right. Now whose turn?
Now it is his turn.
Oh, crap.
He will turn on the rabbit then. Since you're right up on him, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a 19 on the die.
That'll be a hit.
22 to hit.
I'm immune to 22s.
Bummer.
Even digits that are the same.
That is 5 damage on the first hit. Let's see if he hits the second time. You're not a creature technically, so you don't get the extra 2 damage.
What's that supposed to mean, technically?
He's a creature.
It specifies creature. It doesn't specify like PC, humanoid, or whatever. Like,
So not yeah, it's like because everything.
if the target is a creature,
I would assume it would count. Like it's not an inanimate object; it's a thing that's not an object.
Yeah, but I think in the rules of D&D, creatures are
yeah, it's typically an
NPCs.
a non-playable thing, like Lamorna.
Yeah, it is animals.
I think the intent is he's trying to assassinate the unicorn, so
Yeah,
extra damage, right?
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, sorry. Second hit, I rolled a. That's an 18.
Roll damage.
Okay. I rolled low on that one. It's only 4.
So 9.
Lorna, after screeching and after getting hit, Lorna kind of like yells something to the effect of, "Do what you can to save our land," and she just poofs and disappears.
So she gone.
She is gone. And as soon as that happens, the orc looks over and goes, "No!"
It's probably a bounty hunter.
And then it goes to Tyler.
Awesome.
So take her dice off.
Yeah, you can take her off there.
I cast hold person. Wisdom save.
Hold person? Mm-hmm. It is humanoid.
Choose
so
a
I guess
humanoid.
that works, right?
Yep, that's why I checked. I was like, orcs are humanoid.
Yep. Sorry, what kind of check?
Wisdom.
You keep using this little black die. It's been working pretty well. Is it a saving throw, or
Yep.
what am I doing?
Wisdom save.
Plus. Probably not going to do it. That's a 10.
Nope. You're paralyzed
He is held.
for a minute. You can make another wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn,
Okay.
but you are paralyzed for a minute.
It goes to Josh and then to Alex. You guys can either continue to whack on it, or you can try to talk to him. He is held for a whole minute. That's 10 rounds. As long as I don't break out.
Yep.
Which, yeah. that.
Well,
I'm
Josh,
looking
you
to see
go
what
before me.
paralyzed does.
I think I just can't. I can do mental stuff only, and I think I can talk though, right?
Nope.
I can't talk? No. I guess you can't talk to it then.
I guess we're gonna keep attacking it then, right?
Unless you take the time to like tie him up and then release it.
Yeah.
Which is
You can
possible.
always do that
Is
stuff.
incapacitated, can't move or speak, automatically fails strength or dex saving throws. Attack rolls have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet.
Well, there you go.
So, you guys want to time up? Or you want to kill him? I assume time up.
You assume wrong.
I'm just saying.
So Josh's turn. What does Josh want to do?
What does
Coral. What Corus want to do?
Coral. It is Coral? That was Corus.
It's Corus.
Oh, okay.
Carl.
I only
You can't protect him, Rick.
You actually had it right.
I did.
We're just going to call you Carl from now on.
What would you like to do, sir?
We'll try to tie him up.
Okay.
See if we can get some information out
You
of
can
him.
take your turn to tie him up. To, whatever. Shackle or tie ropes around his feet, around his arms, whatever you want to do.
Throw him in the
Alex.
bag of holding.
Alex, what would you like to do?
That magic cage isn't big enough to throw an orc in there without chopping off his arms and legs.
Your magic cage is only big enough for a small creature. You'd have to
That's what I said.
reduce.
That's why I said it's like
It would
without
be the
cutting
orc's
off.
head that would fit inside the cage.
Truth.
That could work.
It's dead at that point. It's just as effective as killing it.
Yeah. So why are we not killing it?
Information. Why did it attack the unicorn? Like, why did it just show up and attack the unicorn?
So he's tied up.
But
I'm not gonna
you can still kill him.
Yeah, I'm not
absolutely
releasing
kill
it
him
until
and
we
not
determine
interrogate
what we're
him. I was
doing. We
just
gotta.
throwing that there as an option.
We've got a moment before, but he's tied up, so he's restrained.
Well, I could always make it so he can't run away. I got healing
Hobble
hands. Yeah, I got healing hands. I cut him off from the knees down and heal his wounds.
Not quite the same.
What? It's a legitimate tactic.
Yeah, but you're not really cutting the legs off and then just reattaching them with the hands.
No. I'm closing the wound.
Oh,
No. He doesn't get to walk anymore. He attacked a
hobble
unicorn.
him.
I am actually hobbling him. I hear no objections
He's
to this
crippling
plan.
him. That's what it's-
You're crippling him, not hobbling.
Does anybody have an objection to this?
Troy, the voice of reason. Troy says no. Go for it. That's what
I
He's
do
look-
exactly what I
When
just
did I have
said.
been the voice of reason?
I don't know. I'm a weird doll. I don't know what Corus
I
does.
prefer fish.
Sorry. Okay. So exactly what are you doing?
Cutting the legs off the orc.
Not the legs, just from the knees down.
Half the
Okay.
leg.
He's amputating him.
And then I close the legs back up.
Heals the wounds
I do.
after removing the
Well,
legs.
you're gonna do a lot of damage first,
Yeah, you can't just do that.
and it's gonna take time. I mean, like, you're gonna have to hack at it just like you would in battle. I'm not even sure how to handle this.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Okay, I don't know.
He's
Because
he's
you have to-
paralyzed.
He's
and
doing a
restrained.
thing that's
Like
horrible.
you have to roll to attack, but you have to roll to attack the called shot, which is disadvantaged. So it's just a straight up roll, so you won't have the advantage. And
But do I not have
because it's not
disadvantage
advantage,
anymore
I
because
don't
of
know
my
that it
boots?
counts as double
Well, if he's within
damage.
5 feet, it's crit damage because of my paralyzed.
That So you're gonna kill him.
He
before-
automatically
He's
spends
probably
the
gonna bleed out before you can
Yeah,
fix the
it's saying it's like don't worry, that's too involved.
Okay.
Literally, we're just tied him up. He's restrained.
This
I've got
isn't
him still
Trude Fang. I
paralyzed.
can't do
No,
that.
you can't do
No.
those things.
I'm so sad
He's paralyzed until we determine what we're doing, but we've got him tied up, so he is restrained no matter what.
because you would have let me do that in Trude Fang.
Yeah, it still would have taken some time, but yeah.
Oh yeah, it'd been harder.
So
All right, so he's tied up. We good? We got questions we want to ask the guy, if anything?
If that's what you want to do.
Can't do anything. He's restrained because we tied him up.
Troy's turn. If Alex is going to sort of stand back at this point.
sure,
Take
I'll
his
just-
weapons.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll
Take his daggers.
Take all of his armor, weapons, that kind of stuff off. So even if he does decide to be uncooperative, he's in potent rage.
Well, orcs are hard to kill. First off, they don't tend to die.
Apparently they do.
They
I can't-
can, but it's hard. When did I become voice of reason?
Right now.
in this situation.
I tied him up. You guys can massacre him or do whatever you want.
I made him unable to get away.
I just took all of his stuff. That's all. I need to figure out what he's carrying later. Because I'm not giving it back.
I will motion to the puppet. Ask your questions.
Why did you attack the unicorn?
Did you drop
Yeah,
spell?
he's restrained.
He says, It's his job. It's my job. I'm an assassin.
Were you hired by Scabby?
What's it to you? He spits.
It's the question. That's what it is to me.
Persuade or intimidate, you think?
Both of those are a +5 for me.
You have a +5 to intimidate on that character.
I have charisma.
I got 6 on both of those.
You can just try to threaten it as I'm asking it questions. It's your call.
Good cop, bad cop?
Sure. I'm just asking it questions calmly as a little happy puppet, and you're just an angry cat man smiling with big teeth.
Well, I did take all of his stuff, so...
So yeah, I'm just talking to him. It's like, I made you not move. They've got you tied up. I just want to answer your question. You just need to answer my questions.
He spits again.
Awesome.
He says he'd rather die than divulge any information.
If only I knew inflict wounds.
Is that a higher level skill for an
It's something I can't learn.
Oh.
It's honestly a cleric spell.
I wonder if I get that later.
It forces pain on people.
I should check that. See if I get that skill later.
Look, it's a spell, but I can look. If he just wants to die, I'm assuming he's probably hired. He's an assassin hired by Skabatha. I guess I'm just gonna walk up over to him, have the slingshot readied, pull it back as it glows. I guess we don't need you. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him in the head.
He just smiles and leans forward.
That's fine. Just gonna Eldritch Blast him in the head.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like he's dodging. Just gonna roll damage.
He can't. He's restrained. I don't think he can.
He just try to roll out of the way, but
He seems to be
it'll be
welcoming.
a 13 straight to the dome of force damage. That's just damage. He's not moving. If I'm point blank, I don't know if he's going to dodge it. I didn't even roll damage or the attack.
Does not beat his AC.
I didn't roll AC. That's the thing. I just rolled the damage because he's sitting there.
I mean, you still have to roll to hit him.
21,
That'll hit him.
13 force damage to the head.
Okay. Probably knocks him on his ass.
We could do this all day if you can.
He does not appear to be giving up any information. If you guys are trying to use like persuade or any kind of roll like that.
Suggestion. You should tell us who you're working for.
Is there a save on that?
Pretty sure it's another wisdom save.
Okay. Don't you also have? Doesn't your helmet also do this?
He could just read minds.
I could.
He might be able to just read surface level
I thought your helmet
thoughts.
had charm person or something on it.
I'm checking. Let me see here. Once per day. I have the suggestion spell too.
Oh, it's just suggestion.
Creatures that can't be charmed or immune to this effect. He's not being charmed.
Read thoughts, bonus action, so I can read his thoughts while
That is true.
we're asking questions. Because what do you think
Yeah,
of when somebody asks you a thing?
Well, yeah, no. So that works. I could easily save my suggestion if I'm asking these questions and he's just reading his mind.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
let's go back to that then.
Yeah. So I shot him in the head,
Shot him in the head. Ow. Pain.
and it's
blood.
like, so you still don't want to talk about who hired you?
You hear wait, there is a save. No, he knows that you're in his head. Is there a save for that?
I think you do have one.
Helmet of Telepathy, DC 13 save.
What kind of save is it? Wisdom?
Right, wisdom. Usually it's wisdom for that stuff. Helm of telepathy. Oh, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Detect
That is
thoughts.
pretty sweet, actually.
Yeah, it looks like one
It's
of those.
just DC 13 is all it says. It doesn't say what kind.
It doesn't say what kind of save it is.
I'll just go to detect thoughts. Wisdom. Detect thoughts is a wisdom. DC 13.
13. Just failed.
Fantastic. I am
So
reading his
you are
mind.
hearing his thoughts, and he's aware. I believe he is aware of it.
Yeah, they know you're doing it.
Like the other parts of what your helmet does, I think are like bonuses. They don't just automatically happen. I think you have to do something else for it. Anyway, doesn't matter. So when he asks about people that hired him, you hear thoughts of they're kind of scattered, but you hear something.
He has
about,
a severe concussion. I don't doubt
Yeah.
his thoughts are a little scattered.
but you hear something. You hear something about how the hags used it. They froze the building in time. You hear them. You hear something about something called the League of Malevolence.
freaking villain league.
But it's
now.
just sort of like it's sort of scattered thoughts. He's not, because he knows that you're in his head. He's attempting to not think of anything directly, but is still giving you some information. Now, if you're going to use suggestion on him, I'm going to go ahead and assume that will work. The book states charm person or similar magic, so I imagine similar magic would be...
It says if they cannot be charmed, it doesn't work, but charm person...
Charm person, clearly he can be. So,
yeah. But yeah, that's the only reason suggestion would work, is if a person cannot be charmed, it will fail, but...
He clearly can be, because it's
so then person. You could just suggestion it, and then he would make another save. It's another DC 13 wisdom save.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to try to use your suggestion.
Doesn't use a spell slot.
No, it just literally burns an option.
I rolled a 3 on the die, so he is suggested. Thank you all for listening. The Wild Beyond the Witchlight is co-written by Stacey Allen, Will Doyle, Ari Levitch, and Chris Perkins. You can find us online at rancorsbrothel.com and on Facebook at Fans of the Rancor's Brothel.